swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Sooners will put total weather to crank us up. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back in motion. Try to clear the picture. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They go to the draw. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They're ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The Tigers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Here we go. On the move, it's Harvin. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Morris. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
That's a really nice job holding that pass in. And you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry. They all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field, and that's what this guy can do. You can line him up anywhere. He can run routes at all three levels of the secondary. The defense has to know where he is lined up every single play.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Got enough space, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown LSU!
This guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
The give to the back. Stopped almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
And that was a nice 2nd down run and setting up 3rd and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Gets rid of it. Finds his tight end. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Makes the grab over the middle. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we played 1 period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Looking to fire. They've got the screen set up. There he goes. And he's still running after the move. Continues to fight for yards. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And when you run these screen plays, you're trying to get your playmaker the ball in space. And what a great job. They get it to the running back. But look at the blocks out in front. Everybody paving the way, creating some space. And then he's got so much speed, he can take care of the rest. Really, really nice screen pass.
And he puts through the extra point. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting put.
Reels it in down the right side. Open spaces. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. With the last drive in for a touchdown, they'll try to do it again on this one. Wants to go up top on first down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Wants to go up top. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Takes it the other way.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Looking to throw on first down. Snags it. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Homer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, we should have ran a better route.
So now it's second and long. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Fires complete on the crosser. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. He'll try to pop the draw. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. The Sooners are in the hurry-up.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Gonna take a shot. He's got it inside the 30. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. And you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown. DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. He makes the grab. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on 4th. You don't have to worry about that now. Because of the pass completion, it's 1st and goal.
Just keep slinging it. Just a little off. Incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Trying to find the end zone. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Quarterback keeps it on the sneak.
I know it's early, but you're down by a lot of points. You've got to go for it here on 4th down, David. I'm finding my best player offensively and giving him a shot.
And what you said is all the difference in the world. I'm already down a lot early. I got to make some things happen. This is a situation to get a touchdown. I'm going for it.
He's looking to pass. Touchdown Sooners! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I like the decision to go for it. And I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, they're going to power it in. Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
And he's not going to take the touchback. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. A little floater there that falls incomplete.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. That's reeled in. It's Morris. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Thomas. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got his man quickly. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. LSU right back to the line. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting first downs. To do that, you got to have balance. You can't always throw for it on third down. You've got to be able to run it as well. And they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Fires to the big fella. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. He's got him. Oh, what a move to get open. Turning it on. Touchdown, Tigers. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. He'll start this drive firing. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
It's complete to the left. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires one high and deep. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. This time he's got his man. And he made the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. LSU will put foot to leather to start the 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the 2nd.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
They'll try to get it through the air. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on fourth. Got a man. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early.
Oh, he's got some space.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Got his man downfield. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
To the air on first down. Throwing right. Makes a connection. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Love what they did there, putting the big fella in the slot, letting him use his ability to get downfield and create some space and find the soft spot in the zone.
No doubt. You got the big fella in the slot so you get your matchup. You know it's zone coverage. You know you can put it up out there and let him go make a play. That is a recipe for success, finding that matchup and exploiting it.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Off the RPO, complete. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Little touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Oklahoma! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Number 7 in the end zone.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Washington State is ahead right now, but the school that nearly saw Ryan Leaf win a Heisman back in the day still has some work to do. They're up by 7 over Northwestern. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. hard running there. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Makes the grab. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Time to take a shot. Makes the catch on the left. He's loose. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tigers.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive in the third quarter, march it down the field, score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Power football with the run. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. He's got his man across the middle. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
That's a nice play on offense there. And how about the tight end getting out of his stance and working his way across the field, using his speed to clear the defense and make the catch.
The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time on target. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Got his man to the left. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown Sooners! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And how about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3 is coming soon.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. And he's going to bring this one out. And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that, and the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23.
And if you'd have told this defense that they stuffed this great running back today, they'd have taken it. They'd have been happy, but the offense has still put up production, and they're still in the lead, trying to find a way to finish this one off.
Second down, he'll throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Morris. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. You string together a few games like this, and all of a sudden you're pursuing Jamar Chase for that single-season receiving record.
And pursuing some postseason hardware, too, baby. Like, you're trying to be the best receiver in football. You're trying to be an All-American, and it's plays like this that starts getting that pub going, the hype train going, and at the end of the year, you want to be like, best receiver in football? Where's he from? Baton Rouge.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Wants to go up top. Unloads it downfield. Catch inside the 25. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, LSU. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game spot.
When you've got a losing skid, there's nothing like some good old home cooking. They came back home, and they have played an outstanding game. And let's give this crowd a helmet stick. They've been so loud. You know they've impacted this game, and that's the beauty of college football, helping their team get back in the win column.
Get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Leaves it with the running back. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. And the Sooners headed quickly to the line. They go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. And the timing just a hair off.
I think at this point of the game, down 2 possessions, the passing game, you just have to be a little bit sharper. And they don't look like they're in rhythm. You saw it on that last third down. I think you got to go now if you're on offense on fourth down. The sense of urgency is cranking up, but you need to be more precise in the passing game.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quick completion on the out. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up at this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Sends it downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give up or a chuck it up and hope kind of play.
And I think understand.
Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Bringing it back. Touchdown, LSU! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job, not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him move them inside. You see him move them outside. You see him move them in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
Looking downfield on first down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He's got the tight end. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Sooners will hustle to the line. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Throws to the wideout. And here's the third interception of the night.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
The offense out onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Clock stopped. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go to the air on second and short. Quickly out to the tight end. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Wants to go up top on first down. On the run, still looking. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Hauls it in. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today.
Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Gets the back moving. Wants to throw it. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
And the offense comes up short on third down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on fourth down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week, only called on once. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Looking to throw on first down. And wings it incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. It is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
They'll leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
He's got an open man. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Takes him in stride inside the 10. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense,